Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 10th episode of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. Longtime listeners know that this is a special event. Victor, do you care to tell them what it is?
Victor and Brandon go to Fat Shack.
Yup, Momscast presents a very special episode. We are hungry. It is 11:11. Make a wish. I wish for some Fat Shack.
I wish to pass all my finals.
Fuck that. I want Fat Shack.
God. We're already going to Fat Shack. We don't have to wish for that shit, bro.
So I want them to... I wish the line's not bad. I wish we're not there for fucking hours on hours on hours.
I'm kind of feeling like Fat Bronco, not gonna lie.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. I just want to make sure to point out that this episode of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast is not sponsored by Fat Shack. No. However, if the folks over at Fat Shack would feel inclined to send a sponsorship or maybe some free merch our way, we'll be thankful about it.
I'd also like to add in, this episode of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast is not canon to the lore of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. This episode takes place during a temporal rift in between several other episodes that have already been recorded and / or published by the time this has come out.
Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast doesn't recommend going to Fat Shack this late. You should be getting some sleep.
We also don't recommend walking when it's night unless you're a man. Use that male privilege, kings.
Don't walk at night with women's jeans like Brandon. You'll get caught cold.
I'm wearing my work jeans, actually. I have to do laundry.
Anyways, it's a very special episode. It marks the 10th episode of Momscast.
Not the 10th week, 10th episode.
Yeah. And I think it's very funny that we did this shit.
I think it's funny that we made it 10 weeks. Hey, maybe we can make it to... Can't make that joke. Can't make that joke.
Let's go.
Let's fucking get this bread. Hello. Hello.
Through your podcast, I heard you talking.
No. I gotta cut this out.
Let's get
back to the content. That was funny. It's still there. It's still there. Let me let them know that it is still there. There's a beer can on the stairs in my dorm right now. So let's just text to the people who have to deal with that it's still there.
Anyways, Brandon, it's been a few months since we started doing Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast.
It sure has.
It's been a ride. We've had some pretty good guests.
Some high highs.
Some low lows.
Yeah, mostly the lows are not making anything.
Yeah. We had a TikTok that blew up.
We did, actually.
If you guys saw it on TikTok.
To put this in the timeline.
Which you probably didn't. Because we only recently just got a few subscribers. Yeah. We just recently got a few TikTok followers because of one random TikTok that blew up.
I dunked on myself a little too hard.
He did. So we decided we're going to keep milking that bit for a while now.
I don't think it's that funny anymore. TBH. TBH.
I am hungry.
It is a beautiful night.
It is indeed. There's a few more stars than there usually are.
Oh yeah.
Because Fort Collins has terrible light pollution.
Why? Because it's like they leave the lights on in the stadium.
Well, not only that, but you see, most of the street lights are terrible for light pollution.
That too. There's a lot of lights that leave on. Because it's like, I'm just looking now. Like there's tons of street lights left on. All the buildings on campus get lit up so bums don't go in. The stadium, it's the state. Like, look at the shit on the state. Like, you're telling me that needs to be left on?
It's a jumbotron. That's all. That's even worse.
The jumbotron. Yeah, it's like, it's so bright. It is so bright.
Do you know, you have not seen bright until you see Canvas Stadium at night in the middle of a snowstorm.
Well, it's also when they do the light show during the football games. They'll like strobe the lights.
Yeah, but that's during the football games. Anyways,
let's talk scheduling stuff. This is gonna be a fun episode. Let's talk logistics. So I posted this on the Twitter, but no one follows the Twitter at Momscast. So we have a very, very loose content schedule planned for the rest of the month of December. So this episode, we're recording it on, let's go this way. Actually, yeah, let's try to avoid the road as much as we can.
Yep.
So this episode, we're recording it on a Friday night. I'm going to have it up Tuesday because I don't have a final on Monday, so I can just no life this. We have the Momscast Christmas special.
That's going to be on YouTube?
That will be on YouTube. I have to figure out what day that's coming out.
Well, it also depends what day we're gonna record it.
Yeah, we didn't record it yet. We have the stuff for it. We just got to actually sit down and get her done, as they say. Upcoming schedule: this episode on Tuesday the 13th, podcast episode 11 Tuesday the 20th, then the Christmas special Wednesday the 21st, podcast episode 12 Tuesday the 27th, and PowerPoint night vid New Year's Eve. Now you might be going, wait a second, if you're recording episode 10 now, how are there already episodes planned to be released?
See,
which I would say, again, we're in a quantum loop right now.
This episode's on canon, and we're also very industrious. So we have a few pre-recorded episodes.
We have a few pre-recorded episodes, so there might be some like previously relevant events
that are not
relevant anymore, like Liver King. We talked about Liver King in one of the episodes. Not a trendy topic anymore, but we talked about it. What we should talk about is that Bill Clinton kid at the Game Awards, because that's relevant.
That was
very
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
That was very funny. Let's go this way. We gotta avoid as many roads as possible, dude.
Not gonna lie, the Bill Clinton kid just it was
Not gonna lie, the Bill Clinton kid's a huge shitter.
kind of base.
Actually, huge shitter. For those unaware, the Game Awards is an awards show in air quotes, hosted by I don't even know
Some random dude.
some guy named Jeff. And then I don't actually know what he does. It's not really like a prestigious thing because it's it's determined by user votes.
No,
So you
not
have
all of
people
them not all of them are determined by user votes.
They're
anymore.
influenced by user votes.
Yeah. But still, I kind of like it better than the Oscars at this point.
I don't though, because the only reason I watch it is for the only reason I watched it was for like the commercials, because it was like they had a Destiny 2 trailer. They announced From Software's next game, which is a game that they used to make a lot, and then they stopped making it once they made like Demon Souls. I forget what it's called. It's got mechs though.
Well, this is the thing. I don't like the Oscars because like the Oscars, like
who gives a shit about the Oscars?
Yeah.
Who has given a shit about the Oscars in the last 20 years?
The thing about the Oscars is that the people that vote to give you an Oscar, most of
have
them
the worst taste in movies you've ever fucking seen.
they don't watch the movies.
That too, they get paid. Yeah.
So like I'm
But the animated movies, it's literally just the Disney movie, except for when it would be like blasphemous to not give it.
Yeah,
like Spider-Verse.
Like don't get me wrong, some Pixar and Disney movies are like
Deserve it. Some of them deserve it.
Like they're marbles in technical stuff. They push the envelope of 3D animation.
Even then, I'd say I would give that for Pixar, like in the early 2000s. But like in the last 10 years, nah.
The thing is that they still kind of do, because the animation, like 3D animations, has gone to a point where you can't really tell like the big improvements, because we cannot jump the valley.
Well, I mean, Moana was like a big deal because they were like, oh, look at how good the water looks, and then it's like, I don't have like a comparison for the water, so it just kind of looks
they
fine.
wouldn't animate water because it would look shitty.
Yeah.
So with 3D animation at this point, we've kind of jumped the valley with 3D animation.
Yeah.
We're like, most competent 3D animation studios look good nowadays. Like actually, they look good.
Yeah.
So like the stuff that Pixar and other 3D animation companies are doing at this point is like, okay, we're making a way to like render hair better.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. Which like it's like super technical, super advanced, but it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, it's not like noticeable. Because I mean, it's just like if you look at like Toy Story 1 compared to like Toy Story
4.
Toy Story 4, yeah. I was going to say 3, but because I haven't seen 4. The thing I've seen from 4 is that they were starting to work on imitating actual camera lenses.
Oh no, they've been doing that for a while, and it's fucking
no, because
great.
they did a thing where it's like it's a split focus.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool.
But yeah, like
I like when animation imitates film lenses. Like I was watching this is a low point for me. I watched one of the One Piece movies of my own volition.
Which one?
One Piece 6, the movie 6.
What's 6?
Because that was the one I heard is good for like just if you haven't seen One Piece before, because you don't really need any context.
I see. What the fuck? Look at that.
Yeah, this is a memorial tree.
It is?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Yes. And they imitated a fisheye lens a lot, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because then it wasn't just like for like a shot, it was for like a whole like cut of animation. It looked really cool.
I don't know. I just think like I would start an awards show. I think it'd be really funny.
Well, we did awards, and this is a spoiler for a video that's gonna come out in a couple weeks. I fumbled. I did a La La Land. I did a Steve Harvey La La Land.
Well, we gave out some Momscasties at the PowerPoint night. But like, I would start a PowerPoint, not a PowerPoint night, an award show.
Yeah,
I think it'd be kind of fun.
When we do PowerPoint night again, we're by the road now, so this episode is gonna like really sound like shit now. But that's why this is a non-canon episode.
This is a special episode.
This is a Momscast Presents feature.
You're not gonna get this anywhere else.
So yeah, I want to go into a lecture hall for the next PowerPoint night we do. I feel like that'd be really funny.
I think we should get like an actual audience instead of just the people that are presenting.
Yeah,
I think it'd be like really funny.
That would be pretty funny, but I don't think we'd be able to do it unless we had it pop off a little bit. Yeah. And also, I wouldn't feel good presenting in front of like a whole like auditorium.
Well,
I don't. It's not. I would be fine with it.
I think the people.
Others, yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, like, we have a friend who can't. Like, she presented for us. We cannot put her online because of some personal stuff.
Yeah.
And so I would just feel bad if we like invite like a bunch of people, and then they post stuff. Because honestly, that's kind of like. That's us letting other people down.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it'd be fun.
We're like Spider-Man now. Yeah. We got responsibility.
Like it'd be fun, but like you gotta make sure that I know there's guests that
you gotta make sure there's no weenies.
Yeah. There's guests that would be totally comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like I know. Fan favorite guest Logan would like.
Oh, Logan
eat that
would be
shit
fucking
up.
fine with it, but it's the others. I don't know.
And you know, Momscast guests, we love them.
It's just difficult.
It's difficult
because it's like, again, we love them to death. They are not like signing up for the content creation grind. They're just here because we were like, hey, you should come shoot this shit with us for like an hour.
And it's fun. It's like at this point, it's Momscast.
Talk to any Momscast guest, and they'll tell you it's a professional institution.
Like at this point, like Momscast, like at the point we're in,
we're coming up on a very critical time, because now that we've had, so before we were just kind of like, oh ha ha ha, wouldn't this be funny, and then we had a TikTok go viral, and now we're like, maybe we have something here.
Well, it's the thing is that I am iffy on that. You did like latch onto, like I told you, you gotta latch onto that niche micro trends on TikTok.
Yeah,
and it did work, but like part of me still wants to believe that Momscast will go somewhere.
Yeah,
and like I'm rooting for that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, my personal philosophy is I've been making videos since I was in 6th grade. I'm a junior in college now. That's
a lot.
So that's 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, freshman year of college, sophomore year of college. That's 9 years. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. I've never, ever had anything be successful. It kind of makes me upset, because there's like videos that I've spent literally like 40, 50 hours on that have gotten like a couple views. And then like a shitty TikTok that I threw together where I'm dunking on myself because I don't get any bitches gets 50,000 likes, 300,000 views.
It's like you'd think, but the thing,
I don't know. I feel like I've always
the
believed.
thing with TikTok is that like I love it. It's a great platform for like just like plain growth.
Yeah.
But
you have to convert it, which is the hard part.
It's hard to like convert an audience from TikTok to
which is, I don't know,
YouTube.
I've always had the philosophy that if I just keep working at what I'm doing, I don't know, I'll eventually see something from it. Because again, I'm not here, I kind of also taken the stance of I'm gonna use the Momscast channel to create content, and I'm gonna pivot my own YouTube channel to making the things that I actually want to make.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've been thinking about like content creation, like,
well, because you don't come from the same background I do with this.
I've been thinking about content creation outside of Momscast, but like the type of content I would like to make would not be like funny Momscast content.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I want to make music videos.
I don't talk about it, but I really like video essays.
Yeah.
And I think
video essays are like very difficult to make. I've made a couple. Very difficult.
Like in a no stress situation, like not for like blowing up or anything, I would really like to make video essays, especially about like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna give me shit for it, But I'm gonna make a video essay about the Wachowski brothers Speed Racer.
Yeah.
It's one of the best movies of all time, and the fact that this movie flopped in the box office is the reason why movies now look like they do.
Well, the Fat Shack is now in sight. I'm gonna stop the recording now because we're at a very busy road, and it's going to sound very bad if we go any closer. So we're gonna pause the recording now, and we're gonna do a quick mid-roll.
Victor,
Yeah?
it's not your fault.
What?
It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, Victor, it's not your fault.
Don't do this to me, man. Not you, man.
It's not your fault.
Screw you. Cut it out.
It's not your fault.
Why is it so hard? I didn't know I could listen to Momscast my turn on the podcast on Spotify and other podcast platforms. I could have been following them on their socials at Momscast on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram and YouTube.
And we are back. Just feasted.
Dude,
I got some
good fat check.
I got some mac and cheese bites and an Oreo shake. Victor, what'd you get?
It's some mozzarella sticks and some onion rings, bro.
Hell
Got
yeah.
a fat doobie I'm bringing back.
Hell yeah, we ate
Like
good.
Anyways, back to talking stuff. Dude, I am.
After this car goes by, Jesus.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired of like stuff being set up
Yeah.
and not like paying off. You know, like I'm talking about like in the world scale.
Yeah.
Everybody being like for the past like 5 years, everybody's talking about like tensions about like this country and this country and this country and this country,
Yeah.
and nothing ever happens.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about like, I don't know, this whole Brendan gets no play bit. It's getting a little old. We are running on the
No.
1 year.
Yeah.
Over a year now.
Well, you haven't really done anything to help your case,
I really have not.
so I think it's deserved. I think it is deserved.
I think it's somewhat deserved. I don't know. I'm
I-
kind of sick of it.
I mean, your stats were true. Like you
No, it's a joke. Like,
you quantified your stats, and they were kind of true.
yeah. So I think the reason that TikTok did so well was just because like it's very uncomfortable if it is true. Like I think I exaggerated it enough where it's funny if it is a bit. I'll say like half of that shit's true on the TikTok that did the numbers. I'd say about half of it's actually like correct.
Yeah, but still, you don't have like any results to show for yourself, which, you know,
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
I just have bad luck. I really don't know how else to describe it.
You don't have bad luck. You have shit taste.
I do have bad luck though. I've had bad luck.
Anyways, I'm out here. I want something to happen. Like
Yeah.
like in like the great scheme of things, I think nothing has happened for the last 20 years. Like nothing big.
The U.S. went to the Middle East.
Yeah, but
That was
that's
a pretty
after
big
9/11.
thing.
That's 20 years ago.
I guess.
And even then, that's not like only a US thing.
Yeah, that's true.
There hasn't been a thing that's like, aside from like maybe COVID, and COVID was like boring, it has impacted the world
Yeah.
in like a big sense, which I'm like jealous of. I mean, they didn't have internet and they would probably die on dysentery in like the 1800s, but like shit was going up like every day. Like there was a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah. No, I get you. Man, I just
Like
I don't know. Me personally, I just kind of need Jesus. Fuck, that SUV is loud. What the fuck? I don't know. Me personally, like on a global scale, I don't know. I feel like things have just been pretty stagnant for a little bit.
They have.
This was a filler semester. Honest to God.
I have been like, I get pretty antsy whenever like things don't change,
Yeah.
and then I feel like I need a change of scenario. That's like the biggest reason why I came to the US.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think if something happens, it'd be like kind of fun, you know?
I don't know. Again, I feel like everything has just been pretty stagnant, you know.
It has. And
Like this was a filler semester class-wise for me.
it was like a filler half of the year.
Yeah.
Like what happened? COVID's over, and what has changed?
Yeah, it's true. COVID's over. So the last 6 months, so starting in June, so starting in July technically. So starting in July, I was working at UPS for a month. I went to see my friends at Penn State. Then I came back here for training for 3 weeks. And then I started the semester off. I hated every single one of my classes, except for like one of them.
Like in the grand.
I made no progress. I can't say that. I made a lot of good friends. A lot of good friends.
Like in the grand scheme of things, not really. But like yes and no, and also in the small scheme of things, nothing has
I don't
changed.
give a shit about the grand scheme of things. Though.
I do.
Who cares?
The grand scheme of things affects us. Like when something changes in the grand scheme of things, it
Yes, it affects us, but like also like the things that go on in your own personal life tend to have more of a direct, like, well, they not tend to, they literally do have more of a direct impact on what
but
you're
I don't
doing.
know. I want adventure. Like,
So go on fucking adventures.
I will go. I am literally considering going, like, seeing if I can find like a 3-month contract for being like fucking black cod fisherman in Alaska.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Like, I don't know, go fucking do something. I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel I can't say this is a boring semester in some ways, but this is a lot better. I don't know. I feel like this is the semester we wish we had last year.
It kind of is.
Like, this is what we wish we were doing last year. I
Let's
can't say what we were doing because I like having my job. But you know, like,
Let's see.
I don't know.
I just think that like.
Well, I think we had a better last like 4 months than we did entirety of last year.
I just think like
Turn.
historically, like people have had more opportunities from adventures than what our
I don't
generation
know.
has had.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's not like I want to go to war, but like,
Slow down a little bit.
it's not like I want to go to war or anything, but like fucking whatever, Desert Storm, Iraq, like, you know, it's still an adventure. It's like a shitty one.
Yeah.
You're gonna get shot at, but like, it's an adventure. You're going to a whole different place, a whole different thing.
I don't know. I just don't need that. You know.
I do. I
don't need that.
I get bored doing the same thing every day.
I don't do. That's why I try not to do the same thing every day.
Well, but like you end up doing the same thing every day. You wake up, you go to class, you talk to the same people.
I don't know.
Like I don't get me wrong. I like talking to the people I talk to.
Again, we met a lot of really good people.
We did.
We met a lot of, because if you think about it, none of the guests that we've had on are people that we knew.
Yeah, like before
6
last
months
year.
ago.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I like talking to the people I talk to, but I want at some point I'm like, hey, you want to just like disappear and do something else?
Nah, I don't need that. I can just get locked in.
I
don't know.
I get this really antsy feeling in
Yeah.
myself, and I have it right now, which is like kind of pissing me off.
I don't know.
I kind of like what I have here.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of get like, I don't know. It's like, again, it's kind of hard because it's just like you're always trying to compare yourself to other shit people are doing. You can't do that. It's like that. I think it's an Einstein quote. It's like you can't judge a goldfish by its ability to climb up a tree.
Oh, it's not about comparing myself to other people. It's about like what I feel that I should be doing right now.
Yeah, but what happened? Okay, so let me put it this way. Let's say you do become a fisherman in Alaska. What happens after that?
Well, I have some back.
What do you do after that?
I have some back after that.
What do you
except-
do after that?
I don't know. Get another object, something interesting.
You're gonna keep chasing stuff forever.
I'll go
You're
fucking combining
You're
in the fucking
gonna be
Midwest for like over the
be a
fall
goofy
season.
ass hamster on a goofy ass wheel forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, but it's a fun one. It's not the same wheel. It's a different thing.
This is the thing. You gotta. Sisyphus enjoys pushing the rock up the hill.
I do. I am Sisyphus. But the thing, the only difference between me and Sisyphus is that I get to pick my rock. I get to wake up every day and say what rock I want to push.
I think I think you have to realize you're in a very good spot to be able to pick the rock you push. You know, there's a lot of people who cannot do that.
I don't want to push the same rock forever though.
I don't know.
That's my biggest fear.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I understand that, and at the same time, I feel like it's why you have to have. I don't know.
Like yes, I understand like going to college and having something you can fall back on, but then these are like my best years, like physically speaking.
Yeah.
I can always come to college. Like I could come back to college. But later, like would I be like an adult learner? Would it be harder to make friends? Yeah, but I mean like I would have seen shit. I would have done shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Would you rather be doing something else? I guess. I don't know.
I sometimes do, like most of the time, like do I want to like I would rather do a bunch of things rather than be sitting in my fucking comp class listening to my professor who like English professors are like English degrees are pyramid scheme guys.
Yeah.
Come on, like let's be honest.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta have the boring classes and the boring events in your life to make the interesting stuff interesting. I
just kind of feel
you
like
can't have everything be super cool because then you're just gonna get burnt out on all the cool stuff.
Yeah, and then you just get burnt out and you like just lay down and look back at all the cool stuff you did.
I don't know. I think you need events to put it in perspective. I think you need.
I get my whole life to put it into perspective.
So
at this point, I don't know. I
think you need the. Like I don't know. I chose. Like I don't know. I made the decision the last 2 weeks. I was like, I've skipped enough class. I'm gonna go. After Thanksgiving break, I was like, I'm just gonna power through it. I'm not gonna skip another class the rest of the semester. I fucking did it. I was like, hell yeah.
I'm not really skipping class, but still, I'm tired of sitting down and doing like stuff on my computer and writing assignments.
I think you need a hobby. I think you need a hobby, a productive hobby.
I do, but still, I think I need space.
Unironically, this is my biggest. One of my thoughts that I've been harboring for a while. It's all of the very like depressed, going like nowhere individuals
Don't have hobbies
that I know in my life are people that have like no like, I guess no hobbies, you know, because it's like, okay, so I'm gonna say some words now, and everybody listening is gonna zip it and they're gonna listen. Gaming's not a hobby.
It is not.
Gaming is a waste of your time. I think you can I don't think there's anything wrong.
Fun.
It's fun. I enjoy gaming.
Gaming's like tiring to like in a way.
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Cause it's just like, okay, yeah. Gaming, you could if you want to call gaming a hobby, fucking go for it. If it's eating up your time, if that makes you feel any better. Gaming's not a hobby. What do you get out of gaming? What is a tangible thing that you get out of gaming?
And don't come at me with like, oh well, it makes my reflex better. I don't. But, like, what are you
doing?
Okay,
go catch a fucking dart out of the air.
Yeah, what are you doing with those better reflexes that like makes gaming worth it?
Like I don't know. I had some stuff to put in perspective. I've put 830 something hours into Destiny 2. That's like a month of actual time. You know, it's actually not. It's like a
bit more.
No, it's not. 830 divided by 24. It's like, no, it is. It is a little bit more than a month.
Yeah,
but it's just like
pushing my maths, man.
Like with all that time that I've spent doing that, like I don't know, what could I have fucking done if I decided to like, I don't know, pick up an actual skill. Because that's why I like painting the little minis.
That's why I
like painting the little minis, because it's just like it's a tangible skill.
Like, that's why I say I want to like do stuff, see stuff. Because like to this point in my life, I haven't like gotten to a point where I've interacted with something and I've gone like, I'm in love with this.
Yeah.
I want to be the best at it. So I kind of just want to like,
yeah,
just like go out, keep like exploring things.
I don't know. Because again, so to go back to finish my thought. I feel like all the people that I know, gaming is their main like hobby, and it's like they have nothing to show for themselves at the end of the day aside from some shit in a video game, which it's like, who gives a fuck? You know, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? And you know, if gaming's your thing, fucking great for you. I've realized it's not really my thing. I don't like how I feel after I spend a lot of time playing video games. I have more productive hobbies, I guess. And if you're listening to this and it's striking a chord, and you're getting really ready to like type up a mean like comment and call us like bastards or some shit, like I don't know, maybe reflect inward a little bit on why my words sting, you know?
It's deep, bro. A little bit too deep for Momscast.
All right, we got very deep on this 15 minutes. This is the most serious 15 minutes we've ever fucking had on this podcast.
I still think, like, yeah, I need something to fall back on. Maybe it's not college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people need something tangible. I don't know. I feel like, especially I hate to get down this fucking like Andrew Tate, top G. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a male thing, where you need to have something that you did at the end of the day and go, I did this.
Yeah, that's why I don't like school. Because like you get a good grade on the assignment.
Well, it's like with projects,
but at the-
projects and stuff. I can look at my projects and go,
Yeah.
I did this. You know, like I can look at this. I can look at this 10-page paper I wrote.
It's all about
and go,
the class.
I did this.
It's all about the class. It's all about the grades.
That's why I think we were talking to someone earlier who said Victor's never really done school he enjoys. I kind of agree with that.
I really haven't, and I've tried a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I enjoy the work I do for my school stuff, and I feel like that has given me a sense of accomplishment. Actually, to tie back to the gaming point, when EA said that thing about pride and accomplishment, they're correct, but that has to come from something that's not in a video game.
Not necessarily. Like I think you can find pride in like.
I think you can find pride in a video game, but I feel like it's like false pride. Like it's like shallow. It doesn't like. It's not real.
I think people that like platinum in PS4.
Yeah.
I think people like go platinum in fucking video games. I think that's fucking sick.
It's cool, but again, at the end of the day, it's still just it's still a video game. You know.
Yeah, but you did something.
I don't know. Like, yeah, you did something. And I will agree with that. Like, if you're able to sit down and be like, because also, like, 100%, that implies, like, mastery of a skill.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if you have a trophy, like a platinum trophy, that implies mastery.
Or like,
Yeah, like, that implies, like, mastery of a skill. Like, those kinds of shit. So I think there's levels to it.
Yeah.
But in general, I think if gaming is your main hobby.
If you're just playing COD, you're like on the same.
Sorry, this sounds shitty. We're in a staircase.
Yeah.
But yeah, to just be like, if you're playing like fucking shooters,
And you're the same like over and over and over again.
yeah,
Just think about what you're doing, bro.
yeah, like you're in the rat race, bro. Oof. Well, we're back.
Should I crank some stuff out a little bit?
We just gotta do the mid roll. I think we could actually wrap this up. I'm kind of fine with this being a short because it's Momscast presents, and also we have a big month of content coming up. Well, that was a very serious. We got very serious there
We did.
in that last 15 minutes.
We did.
Well, can you wait until we wrap this up?
Can we just wrap it up after the biz?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that was Momscast presents Brandon and Victor Walk to Fat Shack. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Momscast.
It did get very deep, but again, this is not the usual Momscast.
This is a Momscast special. This is Momscast for. We don't know when we'll do one of these again. Maybe we'll do one in another 10 episodes, but it won't be like. I want to do one where we drive around in a car.
That'd be fun.
We could do that with a guest that we had on. You haven't met her yet. We could do that with a guest we had on. I don't know, but this is fun. I hope you have a great day, night, whatever time of day you're listening to this, and we'll see you in the next episode. Farewell.